Hey guys, Lord Grax from Controller Record back here again with episode 3 of Star Citizen Alpha 3.0. Since the last episode, there's been a minor hotfix updating the game to Alpha 3.0.1. This has fixed a few of the most common bugs, but also included a game database reset. This type of reset usually occurs as part of a major patch and resets your quest progress and in-game currency back to the default level, which is usually about 5,000 Alpha UEC, depending on how much actual UEC you have on your account. This reset allows the devs to do further testing on the quest system and the shops and currency system, as players need to re-earn their cash and repurchase any of the items they previously had. You don't lose any ships or items that are actually associated with your account, just items that you've bought with Alpha currency in the game. At the end of the last episode, I mentioned that I was going to show you GRIM HEX in this episode. So let's head on over there, give you a bit of a look around and replace some of the gear that was lost in the reset. I hope you all enjoy the episode, and if you do, please remember to give that like button an uppercut, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your mum, and leave any questions or comments in the area below. So let's get into it. Alrighty, let's get going. So as I mentioned in the intro, there was a complete character reset. So as you can see by my character, default spacesuit, default pistol, and that is all we have. Now I have done some cargo runs to get my funds back up from the default level of 5,000, just so that I'd have enough money to buy things in this episode and show you guys around. So I'm going to head over to GRIM HEX, buy some armor, maybe a weapon or two, and then we'll see what happens after that. And seeing as though we were in the 300i at the end of last episode, we'll take that. You'll also notice my crime stats missing. Obviously that got removed as part of the reset as well, but I'm sure over the course of coming episodes there'll be instances and issues where I'll get another one, and when that does happen I'll show you how to go about removing that. Oops, wrong way. I really like the look of this 300. It's the first ship that I got in when I first backed Star Citizen. But I'm in two minds about whether I upgrade it to one of the higher level 300s. I'm still not sure. Guess we'll wait and see. Keep you posted on that one. So as I mentioned, the most recent hotfix did fix a few bugs, but there are still plenty of occasional things that go wrong with the game. Obviously, it's still being in an alpha. There are still the issues with occasionally the ships sticking to the platform and not being able to take off. I've had that happen a couple of times. And speak of the devil, oh no, there we go, got away. Very good. So one of the most common ways to fix the sticking to the platform issue is to get out of the chair and get back in again, and I've done that a couple of times and it seemed to work for me. It doesn't always work, but I'm sure they'll fix it eventually. So we're off to GRIM HEX, which is just here in yellow. So we'll jump to the planet first. That not take, and I seem to be missing a HUD. That's never a good thing. That's better.
Quantum drive engaged.
And off we go. Wonder if we'll get interdicted this time. Apparently not. Okay.
Quantum drive disengaged.
GRIM HEX
Landing
is
gear deployed.
over that way. It's not. It's over that way. Good job, Grax.
Quantum drive engaged.
So as I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, this is a really cool location. I really like it. It's as you can see inside this asteroid field here.
Landing gear raised.
That's supposedly one of the more favoured locations for the disreputable types. And if you, well, you used to, if you logged out with a crime stat, you would respawn here. But I don't think that happens anymore. Unless you have quite a high rating. Because I know I've had level 1 or level 2 crime stat and still spawn at Olisar, so not really sure what makes you spawn there here by default anymore, unless you log out here, of course. Let's quickly have a look and make sure I'm over the target. Yeah, that'll do. Come on. Come on.
Landing complete.
Lovely. All locked up. Beautiful. Can't exactly remember what the in-game fiction is about what happened here, but as you can see, it's quite a bit, or appears to be, run down. So over here we got the ship spawn terminals. And the marketplace is downstairs. Okay, and here we are. So there's quite a few things here. I'll just go over here and show you. This is the bar. Not too much in there, but you can go out the back here. There's various places you can visit around here. So this is where you need to come when you get missions from Ruto. Spoiler, spoiler. You activate that terminal there and he appears as a hologram. But you need to have the right level of reputation for him to start giving you quests. And over here. This is where you do your shipping and trading. I really like these terminals. They're cool, old school. So you can usually don't buy too much from here. Laranite's high. Two UEC is about standard for corundum if you wanted to buy that here. Beryl's usually about 5, so that's a little bit expensive. Tungsten's 4, so yeah, you don't usually buy too much here. It's usually a drop off for sales. Okay, this guy's very intent on staring at the wall. Are you in detention, mate? You do something wrong? Sucked in. Okay. So down here we have the clothes market. This is where I usually buy my standard clothing from. So let's get some. I'll have the face melter shirt, which is here. Yes, please. Thank you. And usually don't worry about the pants, but I like this jacket. I might get this one for a change. Cool. There's lots of other things you can get, bandanas and other jackets, pants, shoes, boots, but they're the two main things I get. There's no real opportunity to sort of wear them except inside space stations and inside your ship. And everywhere else you need to have your oxygen, otherwise things get bad pretty quick. Pretty sure through here it's either the ship parts or the weapons. It's easy to get lost around here. Well, at least it is for me. Oh yeah, armor. Cool. Weapons and armor. So this is where I got the sand person looking armor from. And this one is my preferred piece of armor. So with anything you can try it on, see what you look like, move it around, etc. The only thing I don't like too much about this is what I would really like, especially when you're trying on helmets, is for you to have the view from inside the helmet if you were to press F4 like you normally do to change your view. Because, as you saw just there with the swap over, some of the helmets do constrict your view quite a bit. So with the standard helmet that I've got on, it's got quite an open face, so when you're looking in first person, your view's not obscured. When you buy this one, you'll see that it covers in quite a bit of the sides, restricting your view a bit. As I mentioned the other episode too, now you need to buy all the different parts of armor. So you've got an undersuit and then your armor that goes over the top. And in 3.1, I believe the next big patch, they're going to give you the ability to set up default suits of armor and clothing and that kind of thing, so you can just equip everything all at once, but at the moment you've got to do it individually. Wrong button. Damn it. So we got that, need the core. Come on, man. Cool. And just the legs. Alright, now that should be everything, so we can check in our personal manager app. So the undersuit, we've got the stone skin. In the arm we've got the helmet. The chest. The arms. And the legs. Save changes and equip. And now you'll see how the sides of my screen just slightly obscured by the helmet. But it does look bloody cool. Alrighty, so now we've got weapons. I usually buy my weapons from Levski because they've got a really cool camo graphic on them that I like. You've got all your different options here. You've got the energy rifle, the SMGs, pistols, a railgun, energy shotgun, more SMGs. You've also got your oxy pens and your medi pens, which we need a couple of because I used one the other day and forgot to buy a new one. I usually keep 2 of each, that's enough. You can buy these on Port Olisar too, and they're the same price, so it doesn't really matter where you get them. Cool. Alright, and whilst we're here I might as well show you how you change the clothes. So it's the same process as doing the armour. Although this, what's going on there, it is a bit hard to see sometimes. When you want to equip everything, then you can put your clothing on. So I've got my monocle from being a concierge. A duster. And where is my shirt? There it is. Go. So that's usually my standard look. Just, you know, something different. usually forget to put my gear back on before I go. Someone else running around down there. Habitation. This should be the ship parts, yeah. So the difference between this one and Dumper's Depot in Port Olisar is that these guys actually have some of the larger stuff out the back here. So you've got your size 2 shield generators and stuff. So size 2, grade C. So there's not a whole heap of variety available yet, but certainly enough to muck around with and test out in your bigger ships. So size 2 is your Cutlass and your Constellation and that kind of stuff, so you can replace quantum drives, coolers, shields for those guys. And then all the smaller stuff out the front is pretty much the same as what you can get in Olisar. There are a couple of differences though. There are some military grade things that are here that aren't at Olisar. Go the lag, wow.
Feel free to take a look around. We've got a pretty good selection.
Thank you, will do. Yeah, so that's pretty much all there is available here. And then at Levski there's a similar shop as well, which we might show you another time. Wow, the lag is real today, far out. This is really quite painful. As far as I can remember, that's pretty much all that's available here in GRIM HEX. And before I forget about it, I'm going to put my suit back on. Oh, cool. I'd actually remembered the whole thing. That's handy. Okay. So there you have it. That's pretty much the main areas of GRIM HEX. There are some broken down areas and bits out on the asteroid that you can go to. Nothing too exciting. It's Ruta again. Very interesting location. I can imagine there'd be a lot of stories to tell about this place. So this is an airlock outside. I think it just takes you straight out onto the asteroid. Or maybe not. Cool. So we're in 0G at the moment. Wow. Interesting. Wonder if you can get in here. Very cool. Ah, there we go. Interesting stuff. So obviously that's broken. I don't really know if there's anything for you to discover down here or find or anything like that. I'm sure there probably will be later on in the game. For the moment, it's still pretty cool. Ouch. Watch out for the roof, Grax. Seriously. Definitely want to check that out a bit more at some point. There we are, back to the main lifts. Pretty cool view. So there you go, guys. Short and sweet video on GRIM HEX and what's available here. I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and if you do, remember to give the like button an upcut, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your mum, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers!